Thanaton tried to make us his. Claimed you were dead. We managed to free Drummond Cast, but his lords have been hounding us through every sector. We took something from Thanaton, something to help you beat him.
We need those Nebula prototypes.
I might be able to arrange that, for a small finder's fee.
Oh? Oh, I hear ya. We may not have our planet, but we've got some fat mattresses full of credits, you know?
My Padawan won't answer his holo.
Sounds like he's afraid of something. But what?
Only a strong Jedi can help Sage Island save the base. I'm transmitting the planet's coordinates now.
I gotta come clean with you, Sith. I wasn't always the scoundrel you met on Tatooine. I used to run in the Republic military. Made captain before I wised up and deserted. Call it misspent youth.
Just as long as your former loyalties don't cloud your vision, we should be okay.
Loyalties? I was just too dumb to know any better. Carl sent me a message. I guess bailing him out got the Republic military's attention. Seems they've added treason to the charges of desertion and piracy. Guess they're not big on former officers traveling with a Sith. Anyway, if things get hot, I might need to hop off the radar for a while.
If things get hot, this ship is the safest place for you. The Republic military police are no match for me.
Thanks. Good to know you got my back.
Here for inoculation. You'll need Form 1423/D. And, oh, excuse me. Sorry, my lord, I thought you were another recruit. No paperwork required. I take it you're here to fight in the Quesh War?
I think that should stay my little secret.
Understood. Whatever your interests, just know that this planet's not safe. Quesh is highly toxic, poisoned by the resource the Republic's mining. You'll need a protective injection just to survive. There we go. That treatment will protect you for the time being.
Stick me again, and I'll give you my signature treatment.
I'm sorry, I was just following protocol. The effects will fade eventually, but you can receive more treatments planetside. You're cleared. Talk to Moff Drayson if you want to fight. He's in charge of the Empire's war effort.
Are you the Sith who killed my apprentices?
My lord, I assure you it was nothing personal. I just prefer to stay off Thanaton's hit list. Or do you really think I have nothing better to do than chase a pair of low apprentices across the blasted galaxy? Now, as often happens when two Sith first meet, one of us isn't leaving this room alive. So I propose a toast. To the honorably defeated.
I will gladly drink to your death, Lord. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Lord Cineratus, my father's choice. Call me Jevon. I can't say it will be a pleasure to die, but I'll try not to make a fool of myself.
Your old apprentices are dead, but they managed to steal the key to Thanaton's meditation.
And so goes the last of my legacy, your self-accepted. But this key, perhaps their death was not such a waste. Thanaton's private meditation chamber would be the perfect place for an ambush.
We done playing with ghosts yet? Where I come from, man takes your dignity, you break his teeth.
We shouldn't rush to seek revenge.
We can't afford haste. I'd advise against facing Thanaton until you've gained more power.
He killed my apprentices. your apprentices, whatever. I will crush him.
You know, it's just hearsay, but there have been strange rumors coming off Hoth lately. Ships crashing mysteriously, and crews hearing voices. Some pretty level-headed people I know are spooked.
Ashara and I will look into these Hoth rumors. In the meantime, you should consider replacing your apprentices. You will appear weak if you don't try to restore what Thanaton destroyed. I've heard a new group of acolytes have arrived on Korriban. Slaves. The kind that Thanaton always passes on. Our old friend Harkon is training them.
You should have let me kill that imbecile when we had the chance.
He can be difficult to suffer at times, but he may yet prove useful to you. An apprentice from Korriban is a special honor. It says you have status, and you will have your pick of the group. Go to Korriban while we study these Hoth rumors your pirate friend produced.
I will not be with you long. Do not begin to think I am yours. This is a convenient arrangement, that is all.
Just humor me. It's 2 syllables. Hell-O. I know you can do it if you put your mind to it.
Hello.
See? I bet if you really worked at it, you could even smile.
My clan is dead, and I have not avenged them. What would make me smile? I will travel with you as long as our interests coincide.
You have something to tell me?
Akakarsina. Ekinova pakala. Chukone matata karavina jaroroche. Pamari mita wichue yogyo o sharina munjuta mari sate samata chochi satase. Ajuda sabo se satarita se ja reda baperik elemo mulakatang mateeka.
Since I haven't woken up with a vibroblade stuck in me, I'm guessing you haven't accepted their offers.
Chagarela lungo pamukon Norway. Apaxio tranos vaditasi. Inda nakyo che sharakipi karine mamadada panitemini pagedatachi. Ano jovicho ajo pania Maria yoda. Rokana kara reyam checheim vadukamya karechi.
Do you have a more accurate count of how many people you've killed defending me? How bad has this gotten?
Dicho, dastivicho baprastuto se misinye. Kini chatur lordo jivima mamumotat nubroda. Pibokachi no kakishi chachik. Trana parabora nabalale. Na, I time sudi amamenti mamani. Abaka, viketa karkabo be papatasi. Samuichori tatasida.
I know I should be angry you did this behind my back. But honestly, I'm too amused by the whole thing. Keep up the good work.
Adesamam, sampati mota pagame todo loco sotechi. Nubagami, nagara mare mitroni, asangita, pakise jaga como mechi.
Hey, don't go insulting my peace. She's gotten me through a lot.
Sometimes I can't believe you actually got back my crown. Do you know how many spacers died looking for it? Don't take this the wrong way, but when we first met, I thought you'd end up like all the others.
No wonder you wouldn't let yourself fall for me. You were afraid I'd die.
Oh yes, terrified. You're all right, Captain. With a little polish, you just might shine.
This polishing business sounds like fun. When do we start?
I wasn't volunteering, Captain. Just observing. I shouldn't be keeping us from our work. I know how busy we are. I think I figured out why we get along so well, Captain. We're both restless people. It's how we survive. Trouble loves us, and we just keep on moving. Eventually, Trouble gets tired of following and gives up.
I'm the kind of trouble that never gets tired. Do yourself a favor, sweetheart. Stop running.
I don't have to run from you, Captain. A brisk walk is usually enough. There wasn't nearly enough trouble growing up on Dantooine. After being a crime lord's daughter, sitting around got dull real quick. I had a big library of holo recordings from my father, but I could only watch them so many times.
Never figured Nock for the sentimental type. He left you a bunch of holos dispensing his life's wisdom?
If by wisdom you mean teaching me how to become a criminal, then yes. He was a good teacher. Very detail-oriented. By the time I was 14, I'd had enough. I buried Father's carbonite chamber someplace safe and hit the hyperlanes with a new identity. Those were good times. I met Duran and Adila. Got mixed up with Beryl Thorne. Lived a life of crime.
Every time I see some idiot scrubbing tables at a cantina, I think of how lucky I am.
Normal jobs are for people who aren't smart enough to earn a real living. I'm starting to enjoy these chats, but I'm feeling restless. Let's go find some trouble.
You think about it at all? That craziness back on Tatooine? What makes a person desperate enough to start seeing his fellow men as meat?
I've got a pretty thick skin, but the idea of being lunch meat still gives me the willies.
Seeing those guys makes me wonder if our grasp on sanity is a lot less firm than we think. Anyway, I heard from Jettison. He's recovering. He went back to Ord. He's looking for a job handling HoloNet security for the governor. Glad to know he's okay, you know? One thing to point at and say, we did some good here.
Yeah, those were people you could feel downright cheerful about killing.
When I was growing up, you know, good was good and bad was bad. Now, it's all these shades of gray, and even those aren't always true.
Your crew is welcome to me. I did not expect that.
What's the usual protocol for Mandalorians turning against the Empire and joining a shiftless Spacer's crew?
I would call no part of that usual. It was not a coincidence I came to you on Balmora. Your name is famous among bounty hunters for the price both Skavik and Rogan put on you. I wanted to see who was worth so many credits.
Can you put a credit value on this? I always thought I was priceless.
Every man and woman has someone who will pay to see them dead. Most just don't follow through. Do not worry. I would not give this up for a bounty.
Who is this?
Captain Isaac here. Die, you scum! Republic privateer. Hey, Doc! We're on the same side. Get that hangar sealed! Too many! Still trapped outside! Then cut them off. It's them or us! Sorry, Captain. We're under heavy fire. The Void Wolf. Without an immediate assist, we're gonna be red smears on the sidewalk.
I don't risk my life for strangers, but I find credits are a great way to make friends.
Get us out of here intact and my whole fleet's yours, however long you need it. All right, the hangar's sealed. That should buy us a few hours. Get the injured to the back. Med packs are running low, so head and torso shots first. We're underground now, but the Void Wolf's got patrols all over Quesh. It's only a matter of time before they smoke us out.
Give me some idea of what I'm walking into.
I've been running adrenals and combat mods from Quesh to Republic freedom fighters in the Outer Rim. The Void Wolf took offense. He's got some kind of turbo laser barrage. Took down 2 ships, 1 shot each. I haven't gotten a launch off since. The whole planet's under an Imperial invasion. Come soon. I don't think we can hold out long.
Here. The captain's here! Ready the ships! We're getting off this sinkhole! Get us out of here, and everything you see is yours for the taking.
Good. I don't visit Imperial-occupied war zones just for fun.
Yet somehow you end up in quite a lot of them.
You two know each other?
Oh yes. The captain does love his heroic rescues. Without his gallantry, I'd be stuck in a terrorist prison cell right now.
Oh, really? You left that part out of the story, lovebug.
Uh-oh. Does that mean... One time, sister, I got there first, and there's nothing you can do about it.
When we were on Terrace, you still hated me.
What an excellent policy.
Don't worry, I'm long past taking your leftovers, Risha. You can have him.
Not to break up the catfight, but we've got the Void Wolf breathing down our backs here. The Void Wolf's been using a powerful planetary sensor station to tag any ships leaving Quesh's surface. Then his fleet homes in, and boom. The only way off is to destroy the station's sensor processors.
I find I'm much better at destroying things than preserving them.
It's so rare to find a man who admits that.
I'll give you the details, but this is definitely the place for shoot first, ask questions later. Just come back quickly when it's done. I don't want to be here when the Void Wolf retaliates.
Die already.
Station is working as planned, Grand Admiral. Not a single ship has gotten past us since the sensors went fully operational.
Not a single ship, So it's just the things right under your nose that you're blind to?
Sir? I assure you, everything is under control. I have my best men guarding...
Had? What are you doing here? I thought you were on the leash of that shrew senator.
You've been following my career?
It's hardly anything worth following. A minor underworld celebrity now running errands at the Republic's beck and call. I am the Void Wolf. I earned that name. And don't imagine that discovering the stolen fortune of some wheezing old gangster with his own daughter's aid prepares you to take me on.
Okay, this is getting creepy. Do you have my picture on your wall?
Go home, Captain. Make your jokes. Revel in your ignorance. Play the good dog and heel when your masters tell you you're not ready to run with the wolves.
I will bring you his head, sir. Him and everyone he came with. I will not fail you.
Sent my first ship out undetected. Looks like you really took their system down.
Doesn't surprise me. Not after Terrace. He's better than he looks.
I guess I owe you then, Captain. What can we do for you, once we've delivered these medicines to Skostel, that is?
Let's have the payment first. Then you go where you like.
You don't like to be tied down, do you, Captain? Not even by favors owed.
Then I'll make the transfer right now, and count myself lucky for the loss. You've been straight up with me, Captain. I'll be sure to add that to the stories floating around about you. Good day, Captain.
You and Risha seem like a good match. As long as neither of you expects to be number one on the other's list.
You are the slime, the filth, the wretches of society. You are what Sith Lords scrape off their boots. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to crawl out of that muck and make something of yourselves. More likely, you'll die. It's my job to see that it's one or the other.
Ah, Harkin. How good to see you again.
My lord, it's always a pleasure to see you. I was just preparing these new slaves for their imminent death. Are you here for an apprentice, or were you just feeling nostalgic?
I'm certainly not here to see you.
Still as prickly and arrogant as ever, eh, slave? I mean, my lord. Thanaton had the sense to pass up this cancerous lot, so they're yours if you want them. This worm is Sephiroth. They found him in a Hutt's palace, crushing prisoners' heads for the Hutt's entertainment.
Steve Pamuhu Mwaga.
Shut up, slave. You don't talk directly to a Lord of the Sith unless she asks it. This beady-eyed monstrosity is Argog. Don't know where on a cat-hound's backside he's supposed to come from. Sorry, what was that? Can't understand a word it says. This gangly creature is Jackson. He's no Sith, but he's at least human. And this bone-faced one, well, I can't pronounce whatever gibberish he says he's called. We call him Zalek.
Master.
Don't let him fool you. Too wild for his own good. There were two others, but we made the mistake of leaving them alone with Zalek.
I caution you against choosing favorites, Harkin. I will check in often.
You may check back as you please. I don't expect it to take too long to chew through this bunch. What are you staring at, wretches? You know your trial. Now go!
I trust our friend Harkin is doing well. If your business is finished on Korriban, it's time we looked for another spirit to bind.
I hope you've turned up more than rumors.
One man's rumors are another man's force-fortifying ghosts.
We think what Andronicus has heard is true. A Republic transport crashed over Hoth about a year ago. It was carrying artifacts from a Sith tomb that the Jedi had confiscated.
You think they got the tomb's chief resident as well?
More likely than not.
The Jedi never recovered the transport. I don't like the idea of binding the dead like this, but if you have to, I'd start looking for that transport.
Greetings. This is Bengal Moore. The Council permitted me to send you this message. I needed to say some things. I owe you a debt. No, more than that. I owe you my life. You saved me. When I think of the dark things I did here on Tython, I fell so far. My greatest regret is that I never apologized to Master Orgus before he died. He was a good teacher. I miss him. The Masters tell me I'm making excellent progress. My connection to the light side grows every day. I hope to repay the gift you've given me somehow. May the Force be with you.
My master sent you, didn't he? Of course. My shame is complete. This war, I wasn't ready. I never should have left Tython.
I'm here to help. Tell me what's wrong.
When the Empire first invaded, soldiers here captured some Imperial scouts. Brought them to me for interrogation. The prisoners angered me. I killed them. Lied about what happened. When Imperial forces arrived outside, I hurled the corpses at them. Revealed my true face.
You're afraid to fight because you can't control your emotions.
I've lost my balance. Fallen back to the old ways. Failed as a Jedi. The only reason I stayed is because an Imperial officer recognized me. Called me by my old name. Said the Emperor's wrath is coming. He's sending his personal executioner for me. His wrath incarnate. I will be punished for my crimes.
Who is the Emperor's wrath? A Sith Lord?
A ghost. Older than anyone except the Emperor himself. Even the Dark Council fears him. Fighting would accelerate my return to the dark side. I'd rather die with Jedi teachings in my heart.
The last thing we need is him going dark side in here. We'll have to save this base without him.
Lieutenant Gundo, 86th Infantry. You're here just in time. We got Imperial forces massing outside. My engineers jury-rigged some ray shields, but it'll take time to seal the base. Unless you people hold the main entrance, we're dead.
Please. You don't know what you're asking me to do. I can't fight them.
You made this mess. You'll help clean it up. Arm yourself. Move!
Falling in defense of others would be a good death.
We're out of time. Imperials are coming through. Defend the main entrance. That's it! We did it! With the ray shields up, we can hold out until reinforcements get here.
Then we kill our enemies. Yes. Destroy them to the last man. No, that's not... I told you. I shouldn't have done this.
Hang on. We've got movement outside the ray shield. Who is that?
What a mystery the Force can be. I came seeking a traitor, but found you instead. The time draws near.
You're too late. You won't be killing anyone for the Emperor today.
A minor disappointment, eclipsed by this curious discovery. You're strong and touched by darkness. That is unexpected. An advantage? Possibly. You may keep the Dark Council traitor. I smell his weakness. He'll die by his own hand, given the chance.
What will your master say when you return empty-handed?
I'll bring him news of his most hated enemy. The traitor will be forgotten. The Emperor must hear of our meeting. I won't disappoint him with delays. Farewell for now.
So that was the Emperor's Wrath. Fun nickname.
That other Jedi seemed pretty upset. Maybe you ought to talk to him while we secure things here.
The Emperor's Wrath is gone. He isn't coming back for you.
I had no doubts about myself during that battle. I felt good, clean, free. Nothing makes sense anymore. I don't know what to do.
Republic reinforcements are coming. Once they arrive, you will turn yourself into the Jedi Council. They can help you.
I brought shame to Master Braga. He had such hopes for me.
He sent me here because he cares about you. What you've done here won't change that.
All this time, living among Jedi, and I've learned nothing of forgiveness. I will confess everything to the Council, and let them decide my fate. May the Force be with you.
Master Braga, your Padawan and the Republic base are safe. The Imperials attacked, but I drove them off. Sajar is turning himself in to the Jedi Council. He confessed to committing war crimes against Imperial prisoners.
I can't believe it. Rest assured, Master SWTOR will question him personally. I trust you'll show the proper discretion until this matter has been fully investigated.
Based on what I witnessed, your Padawan is at risk of returning to the dark side.
We'll send someone to bring him home immediately.
The Emperor's personal executioner was hunting your Padawan. He seemed more interested in meeting me, though. I sent him away empty-handed, but he said we'd meet again. What do you know about this Emperor's Wrath?
The Council has heard that title, but little more. I'm sure his interest in you is related to the Darth Angel incident. Our strike team is pursuing a new goal on the ice planet Hoth. We're up against pirates and Imperials there. We need your help. Travel to Hoth and contact Jedi Knight Liha Nerez. She'll explain more. May the Force be with you. Master Braga, out.
You ever think about getting away from all this, Captain? The war, the Hutts, all of it? Ord's at peace now. It'd be a simpler life.
Aren't you the one who said we can't turn our backs on the war?
Nah, that was some other kid you picked up on Ord Mantell. After everything we've done, guess I'm just feeling like hiding my head in the sand. BD always had something to say about that. Gets you shot in the end. Better to face it head on.
Why is that? Wouldn't take much convincing.
Any Trandoshan who comes after your people gets the business end of my blaster. Definitely. No question about it.
I envy you, Captain. You'll always be free to do as you please. That all changes for me, once I'm a queen.
Freedom is overrated, sweetheart. I'd rather buy a nice planet somewhere, retire with the woman of my dreams.
Dream woman, huh? Good thing you've got a vivid imagination. I've studied records about the Drayan dynasty. They started from humble beginnings, distinguished themselves as war heroes, officially anyway. In reality, they backstabbed their way to power just like every other ruler. Some were better at it than others.
Why didn't Nock make his own play for the throne? He was king of the backstab.
He knew recovering the crown was essential to establishing legitimate rule. It's not enough to conquer a world, you have to hold it too. Father had his failings, but he inspired loyalty. Whenever he defeated a rival gangster, he always freed the enemy slaves. He gave them a choice: join him or take their chances elsewhere. No recriminations for anyone who left. The rest became family.
I don't think Nock's definition of family is the same one in the dictionary.
He gave them regular meals, shelter, and a chance to make their own fortunes. There was this one little Twi'lek girl who joined us. Best thief I ever met. Got into all sorts of trouble together. We were like sisters, but when Father's organization collapsed, we got separated. I never found out what happened to her.
No news is good news. She's probably enjoying an early retirement somewhere.
I like to think so. You're really bringing out my chatty side today. That usually means I need to get some exercise. Let's find something more exciting to do than stand around. Seems like I've been doing all the talking lately. Makes me suspicious. The biggest drawback of the criminal lifestyle is you don't meet a lot of decent men. Most are long on charm, short on substance. What's underneath that charming exterior, Captain? Or is that all you've got?
Maybe I just didn't want to bore you with personal details. You want to know more about me? Ask away.
You're a mercenary who takes jobs for free. How do you plan to stay in business, Captain Goodheart?
I'm looking to settle down with a nice girl of independent means. Know anybody like that?
At least you're honest. I won't lie. I enjoy spending time with you, but I'm not like other girls. The easy lines are wasted on me. If that doesn't scare you off, maybe this will actually go somewhere. I guess we'll see.
So far, so good. And now that we're a team, figure it's only a matter of time before the whole galaxy gets saved. Prepare yourself for fortune and glory, pal. You'll be up to your chin in beautiful women when this war's over.
Got news for you, Doc. I started that party early.
I'll bet you did. Old Doc's no stranger to the fame game. Cure a plague-ridden planet or two, and people get grateful enough to give you anything.
That's amazing, Doc. Which worlds did you save?
They're way off on the Outer Rim. Point is, millions are alive and kicking, thanks to me. Yes, sir. As soon as this galaxy's saved, you've got a lot to look forward to. I'll be there to see you through it all, buddy. Gotta say, this is one comfy starship. Never saw anything this cushy on the Outer Rim. Those fringers use rocks for pillows. And medical care? Forget it. Colto might as well be a myth. Tough work being a doctor outside the Corps.
Healing the sick and wounded is difficult no matter where you are.
Try doing surgery without anesthetic. It's even harder if the patient doesn't get any. I could have gone home, had a safe medical practice, and died of boredom. But I'm a man of action. You have any idea how many people have tried to kill me for bringing quality healthcare to their planets?
In my experience, helping others is hazardous to your health.
Luckily for my patients, I enjoy a challenge. The frontier worlds are crawling with pirates, gangsters, and tax collectors. But they're no match for old Doc. Not everyone needs a laser sword and mind tricks to get out of a tight spot.
I don't need them either. They're just efficient.
Me? I rely on superior intellect and natural charm. It works every time. If I were you, I wouldn't leave the ship without me.
You wanted to see me? Just stick with it. You'll figure it out. What was your mission? The Genoharadin are the galaxy's deadliest assassins. How could the SIS expect you to stop one of their agents? Well, the ambassador may have resigned, but you saved his life. You're a hero, T7.
Need a timeout. Got something on Nar Shaddaa that can't wait. Some old friends are in a tight spot. Promised I'd help. Simple delivery, done in a jiff.
You've never mentioned having friends.
I was popular before I joined the Jedi. Now I'm really popular. Nar Shaddaa has lots of refugees. And the huts, not known for their charity. People are starving. My friends don't need anything fancy, just med packs and nutrient paste. Stuff I can easily provide.
If we do this, I'll ask these friends for stories about your misspent youth.
I'll have them make up some good ones. Get me to my friends and I'll handle the rest.
Kira, you're here.
And bearing gifts. How's everyone holding up?
Better now. Can't believe it's really you. A Jedi. You're so different.
Different how? A little taller?
More than that. Strong and confident like always, but happier. At peace. I still remember that little girl. Bundling up in extra layers of clothing. Trying to look bigger and tougher than she was.
Hey, it worked. Add enough layers and nobody knows who you are.
You were protecting yourself. From what?
Refugees become victims real easy. But not me.
Enoch, distribute the food and medicine. Our people have waited long enough. Go now. This famine, your fault. Our people suffer because of the slaughter you committed in our name. The Urkasaks.
Who is this man? What's he talking about?
Name's Darshin. Been the leader here forever. We have differences. Urkasags were bad news. Made us their personal entertainment. Robbed, killed, and worse. For fun. I paid the gang a private visit. Asked them nicely to back off. Things got ugly. Gangsters died.
You butchered the Urkasags. Made a public spectacle of their deaths and spread terror in our name. Everyone fears us.
You say Kira is responsible for the food and medicine shortage. Why?
Our reputation frightens away those who could help us. Yet desperate people continue to seek refuge here. We can't provide for everyone.
I'll get more supplies to you. I protect my people.
No. Enoch was wrong to bring you back here. Your presence does more harm than good.
Beggars can't be choosers. Should your people suffer because you're angry with Kira? What she did was wrong, but it doesn't mean you should turn away her help.
I'll make it up to you, Darshan. Promise.
Your promises mean nothing to me.
Everyone so excited you're here, Kira. They want to say thanks. Can you stay a while?
Not this time, but I'll be back. Take care of each other until then. Funny trivia. That gang on Nar Shaddaa I wiped out, the Urkasags, tried to recruit me away from the refugees. Said I'd be better off with them. They had credits, food, cute little clubhouse. All I'd have to do is kill a rival gangster.
If you joined that gang, we probably wouldn't be here.
Still the hardest choice I ever made. I'd been living in a cargo crate for years, eating leftover food from the promenade. Had the Force and Sith training to use it. Could have been running that gang if I wanted. Instead, I did the right thing. Mostly. Violence is wrong, I get that. But my friends are safe because the other gangs are scared of ending up like the Urkasags. Ironic.
You protected people you cared about. That's a good thing.
Nice of you to say. Still don't know if what I did on Nar Shaddaa was right or wrong, but it was necessary.
I knew you'd come through, T7. Any idea if this Imperial spy is still active? I'm sensing a pattern here, T7.
I need the Jedi Council's hollow frequency. Old Doc's gonna have a chat with your bosses. This code you people follow has you wrapped up tighter than the Emperor's shorts. It's not healthy. In my professional experience, enjoying life on a regular basis dramatically reduces your chances of falling to the dark side.
How exactly would indulging myself lead me away from the dark side?
That's like swallowing tiny doses of poison for an extended period. Eventually, you develop a tolerance. I'm glad I'm around to keep things lively. The ship would be way too serious without me.